The trend of ARGs and the Minecraft variety of it has diffused a lot over the past 2 years. And while some of them are good, the large majority of it are not. So I thought, what if I spent an entire week and look at a bunch of them to judge? So, welcome to Lumi spends a bunch of time on YouTube instead of doing normal actions. This is surely one of the more popular ARGs out there. Started around late February of 2024, it had a massive boost in popularity from renders 2 videos about this. But, even if the ARG is popular, there are some issues. First of all, the first time I looked at this and saw the name XXAngelo XX322, I just giggled so much that I almost forgot I was watching a horror series. But it's supposed to be a realistic, but a better username would have been a better choice. Also, in the same video I was watching, this showed up. Like bro, you can't just say that and still be horror. As the lore moves on in a pretty linear fashion, and yes, I did skip a couple of bits here because honestly, who the fuck watches ARGs from start to end and isn't a YouTuber? And whilst I was continuing the series, I was watching Y512 and I figured out, wait, how can I make this better? Let's go from the start. Watch this shit. We got the Bandicam, we got the recycle bin, which is also, I don't know if that's the okay. You know what would actually make this better, okay? You know what would make this better? Here we go. There we go. Hey guys, it's time, man. Welcome back to beating the dragon. Who the fuck goes trick-or-treating on the 24th of October? This is a little nitpick of mine, but watching a video part of this, I noticed a few inconsistencies. The series set in 2017, but obviously the Windows version isn't from 2017, and from a split second you can see that in Bandicam it straight up says Bandicam 2024. Also, come on, Bandicam is so mid. We all know the true king of recording is good old unregistered Hypercam 2. But even if it has those issues, the story itself goes on pretty smoothly, especially if, like me, you prefer watching the analysis vids that come from the ARG rather than the ARG itself. But I watched more and more, I noticed something strange, and I realized, hey, that's not an ARG! So yep, I'm gonna say hot take and think that the current term from ARGs has been sort of misinterpreted. Most, if not all, of these quote-unquote ARGs don't really follow the definition. Using our trusted source, that is Wikipedia, an ARG is an interactive network the narrative that uses the real world as a platform. If we don't consider the real world as a platform and also consider online stuff, most Minecraft ARGs don't really follow this aspect. They just do storytelling in our style using Minecraft. See, most popular ARGs, in one way or another, include aspects that are not in the original platform media, no matter if it's an IRL floppy disk like what happened in the description ARG, or with a website like the Gravity Falls one. It really sucks that a proper term hasn't been found yet for this type of media. We could technically put it under the found footage umbrella, but it wouldn't really work since that term is more broadly used. Also, this is me editing the video, and Daddy did this wrong. So I didn't notice like a correlation between found footage and, you know, what Minecraft ARGs. But it could, like, what I wanted to say is, like, they are the digital version of that. So, yeah, this is for clearing that thing up. How should we call this, then? I personally think it could be categorized in digital horror. Example of this is Milton Matt Games. Or as New Age Nostalgia Horror, which sort of means the exact same thing, but it sort of makes it broader. I will say call them ARGs for the sake of the vid, but really, please make the switch. This ARG is bad. At least for me, it wasn't that great of a watch. First of all, the base concept of an ARG that is fully centered about live streams is fucking cool. But that's just about it. The way it's executed and the subject matter just made me dislike this. Let's discuss about it, shall we? The ARG, as I've just said, is fully centered about live streams. 6 of them to be exact. All named Why Me, Zero Ways Out, Like and Subscribe, Need Out, Movements and Progress. The series set, as you can see from the streams, in August! Yep, even if the streams were published through September and October, the thing is set in August. And it's sort of weird, you could have just said that the channel around the ARG was an archive, and it would have been good. Or even better, you could have just made them videos of you watching live streams, streamed by another PC. Or just make them videos instead of streams. But, whatever. Also with this video we'll go over the essays, since it's the main part of the whole thing. In this specific case, and guys, 2 other ARGs, were all written by itself. So this is more like a mockumentary than an ARG analysis. It follows 2 people, Con, the owner of said channel, and Levi, the kid doing the streams. And just to rip the band-aid off, the main twist of the ARG, Con has abducted Levi, and has let him play MC for half an hour a day. It's kind of weird that while Levi is playing an alpha specifically, the JJ set in 2024 you could have just booted up 1.21 and opted on a random server. And you can make the argument that the PC isn't good enough to play 1.21, and to that I say, you're sort of correct. But still, the PC was good enough to boot up OBS and start streaming, you can at least play an older version. But I'll overlook. The first video of the bunch has already a few suspicious stuff, most notably the science that says trapped, and the analysis does immediately assume that Levi is a kid, but the evidence isn't too much. The flower gardens and not going to caves could be a sign, but it is enough. Flower gardens were, and still frankly are, a common decoration for starter houses, and none. And the not going to caves could be a sign of a more defensive playstyles, or not liking caves like me. Second V is a little bit similar to the last one, but the strange stuff keeps growing, like the hole at the start of the stream, and the hole to second house. I will skim over the rest, but here they are. In the live stream, Levi writes with his mouse DOW, which is the end of window, and structures windows show a little address. Here's not the problem with this series. The guy making this shows a little address, and even if it's censored, you can still see it for a split second, and it leads to your house. This ARG is flawed. A lot. I won't go over the nitty details, but you may understand that I don't like it. It has good lore, but it is probably one of the few ones that actually is an ARG, in this case with the form of an article, but I really wouldn't recommend it. Next one is an ARG that I didn't watch, exploded popularity, and I'm talking about it months after it came out. Sort of like the other ARGs, but this one has multiple videos, ooh! Okay, maybe I shouldn't have done that. The series starts off introducing us to Eric Anderson, a beta tester for Minecraft. They give him some random tasks to comply, like making a garden, trapping a sheep, a house, you know, normal Minecraft stuff. But a bit into a video... oh, no, it can't be! Not teleport and skip the tutorial! Anyways, more normal stuff happens, some fighting, you know, that stuff. We go on to the second bit and... Seriously? Did you truly have to do the Mandela catalog thing? Also, this 2020 we're talking about, I don't know about y'all, but color cameras and better sensory did exist. But I'm probably overanalyzing too much and this look like disabled. The video is a call between 2 Mojang employees, which are rambling about some stuff like making the flowers and trees look vibrant, which could be connected to the task in the previous bit, but I don't know. They keep on talking and talking and...
Huh? Like, what do you call that? I'm blanking on it. Is it, oh, personalization?
Okay, so... Oh no, fucking god, they were not doing that, you bit! Okay, alright, after that one, video 3 seems to be a lot calmer. Starts off with Eric going out of his house, although the location is different. Our good old pal doesn't notice and blah blah blah. Oh! Here's another creature! And another wall of text! Nice! Help me. Okay, we'll not bore you anymore with lore, but this probably was the ARG that captivated me the most. But, you know, other stuff happens. More operation, more than my employees, Swedish. And I'm sorry, but I have to point out a few stuff in episode 6. Other than the poorly edited tickets instead of papers, we see an apparition of Mr. Teleporting Skip Tutorial again. This time just being screenshots directly pulled from LiveNC. And some other stuff happens, and the timeline sort of goes like this. May 2010, the Moy employees try to make the game personalized to the user, and it sort of does, although it's evil and Toku's trauma. Gustav and Emma are two employees troublesome to the company, and Moyen decides to, in an attempt to get rid of two, plan a train destruction with a crane. Only Emma dies, and Gustav is alive. Eric plays MC, and someone brings Emma back from the dead, in microform. And finally, some random ass guy named Lewis plays Minecraft and gets in a fucking tornado. What? Okay, so this is probably gonna be the last one since I'm generally too bored. So let's just do it, shall we? Oh boy, what is Omen concrete. This ARG actually does something that is really cool in concept, but I didn't like it that much how it was executed. Takes the aspect of an ARG, the whole dweller slash horror mob thing from a few months ago, and just unites them into one thing. And I mean, it is a little bit messy, so I really don't like the dwellers in general, as you can see from this. I mean, taking the funny Brock game and adding a creature to it is a neat concept, but I don't like it, so there's cheap jumpscare or the feature of them are lackluster. Of course, there are some good ones, but most of them are just cave dweller reskins. Anyways, run over. From the footage, we can immediately gather that this old Minecraft, and just as an intermission, why the fuck are people so fixated with old Minecraft? Like, I know people like it, I made an entire video about it, that you should check out right now, but, like, I just don't understand why the horror community in Minecraft specifically likes to tackle the old versions. I think that the modern version of Minecraft has such untapped potential that could be used for this. Like the Kraken, for example. It's basically an official Weeping Angel type mod in Minecraft, and it's probably executed better than most mods that try to do that. But let's go to the fucking series or else I rant for too long. In the first vid, at the expense of all other ARG vids, shit already goes loose. Boom! In the first 5 minutes of the ARG we get person making a dirt pillar, an apparition of the creature in question, which, by the way, really reminded me of the original cave dweller for some reason. Otherworldly sounds that come from said creature, blocks disappearing, all in just 5 minutes and 47 seconds. Probably a little bit too quick, to be honest. You could have done a little bit of world building, but I like it. Let's move on. Second bit comes around and about the same stuff happens. Omen gets into a cave, gets into one of said holes, gets into a clear mineshaft of sorts, and gets all of a sudden scared. But why? Well, by turning up the brightness. Okay. Wait a goddamn second. If I have to go to the effort of downloading the vid, putting it into my editor, pumping up the brightness, just to see off-red fucking cave dweller working around for a second, like, how the fuck was Omen scared? Does he fucking know? Whatever, moving on. Omen locks himself in a cave, and the video ends. Video 3 is just a chat in Minecraft between Omen and a new character, iCrates. And still, as the same for the 712 part, it's fucking weird analyzing horror and seeing goddamn gamer tags. I will go quickly over the lore again, since I want to edit this before I get the secular torsion. Omen decides to build a new house after Mr. Mole Steve decided to dig a hole in it. He taps it, goes out, and the hole is there again. Omen decides to pull a creatos and jumps in. He breaks his leg, and to be honest, we gotta put up the epic ARG. Anyways, his spawn is somehow obstructed, even if the werewolf's there. We do have Windows 98, made momented. Oh, there you went. Also, we can see it up close, and why the fuck does he look like a cleft from Paper Mario? Anyways, video 7 is weird. It starts off with a combo between Chris, which now we know is Greg, and our protagonist. Omen suspects Greg of downloading a mod on Omen's PC, so he tries to make a replica of his haunted world just to see if the creator appears, but it didn't. Hi, this is me, Lumi, from the editing. And, that idiot was wrong. Again. Yay. I love making content. So, the next portion was going to be about how I think it was inaccurate, since there was this portion in the analysis, mind you, when it was like, it was making the new world, and the version was 1.15, but it was set in 2015, and I was going on this tantrum, and it was going to make a gag about it. I was going to make a gag about it, but then I noticed that after watching the RG right now, that thing doesn't fucking appear in what's in Rander's video. So, do I keep my statement true? Kind of. Because it applies to Rander's analysis not being consistent and not the ARG being inconsistent. Do I accuse Render of making the RG? I guess there are some controversies about Render making the RG he produces, like he makes video on. So, yeah, make of that what you will. I will cut that part. I'll probably include this in a, you know, uncut / unedited version, probably available privately. But yeah, too much for caring about detail, eh, Lumi? You fucking labas. Anyways, after watching the entire thing, I did conclude that the lore is actually really fucking good. Miss Steve, or as Omen called it for the entire series, D-Base, isn't an actual scary creature, he was just afraid of our guy, and as they both were scared of each other, this sort of rivalry happened, and as all good anime ends, Omen decides to delete his Minecraft world, and the ARG ends. As for my take on the ARG, it's good, but it definitely lacks a lot of attention to detail, like the date and the version being off by 4 years. And yes, I am saying this part here because we reached the end of the video. My thoughts on actual ARGs are, they're flawed. They aren't bad per se, they're flawed. Other than the terminology thing I said in the start, a lot of tropes happens in almost all ARGs, such as person gets killed, your best friend is actually the evil, chunks ceasing to exist, old Minecraft version, and many more. And at the end, we all don't care. We all just wanna sit down and watch some Minecraft content. And yep, this is it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, subscribe, do the YouTube thing, and as always, I'll see ya in the next one. Which in this case is, I don't actually know, probably next month, probably next week. Depends on how lazy this person is. Cazzo faccio? Che faccio io